What if we could have superpowers? Travel in time? Feel no pain? Use telepathy and telekinesis? Scarlett Johansson is trying to convince us in her movie Lucy that all of it is possible, only if we could use more than 10% of our brain. However, how true is it actually that we are using only 10% of our brains? If we think that we are using only a small portion of our brain and the rest of this organ is completely inactive, then this is another nonsense. There is no completely inactive region in a healthy brain. If we think, though, that we are using at once only about 10% of brain cells, then maybe this is a little bit closer to the truth, although still 10% is a completely random number and it's not supported by any research. For example, when I'm talking now, a speech production center in my brain is now completely on fire, while other regions are maybe a little bit more relaxed. So what would have happened if I switched on all of my brain cells at once? Probably something similar would have happened to your car if you used at once all of its functions. So you would start braking, accelerating, switching the gear, switching on the lights, switching on the radio, and so on and so forth. And I still think that your car would survive longer than I would with all of my brain cells switched on. Interestingly, there are people who are able to switch on more of their brain cells at once. However, this skill is not a source of their superpowers. It's a source of their suffering. We call these people epileptics. So how did this absurd idea about using only 10% of our brain get spread so widely? I think that this idea makes us happy. It makes us motivated. We are thinking we still have 90% of unused brain, which we can use to, for example, achieve some superpowers. But it doesn't really matter how much of our brain we use. It rather matters how good we are in using it. So we can always train our brain by interacting with other people, learning and experiencing new things. As it is with the car, it doesn't matter how intensely we use it. It matters how efficiently we use it. And maybe still, telekinesis or telepathy are out of the question, but we can always be a better version of ourselves.